everyone. Good evening, respected sir. Today I'll be giving a short intro about AHESA. AHESA is All India Homeopathic Students and Youth Association, Empowering Homeopathy's Future, which was founded on October 31st, 2009. Its mission is dedicated to promoting homeopathy, fostering unity among students and professionals, and advancing homeopathic education and research. Its vision is to unite, inspire, and empower homeopathic enthusiasts to shape the future of healthcare. Its objectives are to unify homeopathic students and youth worldwide, promote excellence in homeopathic education, research, and practice, provide a dynamic platform for knowledge sharing, collaboration, and growth, to support and empower homeopathic professionals, to organize impactful conferences, seminars, workshops, and training programs. Its key initiatives are national and international conferences, seminars and workshops, homeopathic awareness programs and community outreach, training and certification programs for students and professionals, publications, newsletters, journals, and research papers, strategic collaborations with homeopathic organizations and institutions. Its membership is open to homeopathic students, UG, PG, and PhD, young homeopathic professionals, homeopathic institutions and colleges, governance, national governing body, state committees, and local units. Its signature events are the upcoming International Ayush Conference, national homeopathy conferences, state level seminars and workshops, webinars, and online training. So join AHESA, connect with India's largest network of homeopathic students and professionals. Together, let's shape the future of homeopathy. Over to Dr. Lavanya, ma'am.
Thank you, Priya. The session is all yours, sir. Kindly start the session, sir.
So a very good afternoon to one and all. It's a pleasure to stand before you today to discuss a topic that combines tradition with innovation, the transformative potential of artificial intelligence and the latest technologies in the field of homeopathy. So coming to our presentation, first of all, I would like to thank Dr. Lavanya and All India Homeopathic Students and Youth Association for giving me an opportunity. Thank you. So coming to the session, today we live in an era of rapid technological advancements. Healthcare in particular is at the forefront of this transformation. From artificial intelligence powered diagnostics to wearable devices, technology is reshaping how we understand and address health challenges. While these innovations have made significant inroads in conventional medicine, it's now time for homeopathy to embrace these tools and take its practices to the next level. Imagine a scenario where a homeopath can instantly analyze a patient's symptoms, match them with thousands of remedies, rubrics, and consider data from similar cases worldwide, all in a fraction of seconds. What once required hours of meticulous study can now be achieved with the click of a button. This is the promise of artificial intelligence, efficiency, precision, and personalization. Today, we'll walk through how the AI or the artificial intelligence work in healthcare setup and its specific application in homeopathy. Together, we will explore how AI can assist in managing patients' data, selecting remedies, and even predicting the outcomes. And today, we'll be also discussing some of the latest innovations and also how we can utilize the social media platforms, especially Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, for establishing our practice and also attracting clients all over the world with various platforms to establish our clinical practice and provide our service to the whole world. We'll also discuss some of the challenges such as ethical considerations and data privacy, and then with a glimpse of what the future holds for AI in homeopathy. At its core, homeopathy is about understanding the individual as a whole. Interestingly, AI, with its ability to analyze complex patterns, aligns beautifully with its philosophy. It can help us uncover insights that may otherwise remain hidden, making it an invaluable partner in our practice. A study by McKinsey predicts that by 2030, artificial intelligence could automate nearly 30% of the tasks in healthcare. This is a future we must prepare for, not only to enhance our own practice, but also to provide the best possible care to our patients. So let us embark our journey today. Together, we'll explore how tradition and technology can work hand in hand to shape the future of homeopathy. So, a little about me. I'm Dr. Ramzal from Calicut, Kerala, and running a clinic of my own named Metro Homeopathy Aura Health and Wellness. And I'm a co-founder of Metro Homeopathic Pharmacy, South India's largest homeopathic pharmacy. So let us discuss some of the major things why we should innovate or we should adapt technology at the earliest time. How many of you identify what is this? Can you type in the chat box? What represents this picture? Can you identify what is that? For this one, anyone can identify what is that? Think I am audible and nobody is responding there.
Sir, actually, they are all putting the answers in the chat box, sir.
In the chat box. Sorry, I can't. Is it visible to you, Lavanya? The chat box replies?
Yes, sir.
I think it's not visible for me.
Sir, can you click on the question and answer symbol, sir?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's actually there. Okay, fine. Yes, right, exactly. Some have predicted that it's an obsolete, which is obsolete now. Ambassador car model, Fiat, yes, sir. Ambassador car, cell phones, yes, you are right. Actually, everyone is giving the right answers. Actually, these are some of the models which are not in anywhere in the market nowadays. This is a picture of Ambassador car, which was very famous in a few years ago, a few decades ago, to be specific. And what about this? Can anyone identify? Asking these questions to make the session more interactive instead of a one-man show. That's right, exactly. It's an HMT watch, which was very famous and very popular a few years ago. So, as you all know, all these companies are either not working now or are under bankruptcy or about to stop, or many companies have already shut down too. So what we want to learn from the failure of these companies is how these companies fail, why they fail to continue in the market, or while they fail in the competition in the market. Companies like Nokia, HMT watches, and the Ambassador car faced various challenges and ultimately failed for a combination of reasons. One of the first reasons why these companies fail are the failure to innovate. One of the most significant reasons for their decline was a failure to innovate and adapt to changing market trends. In the case of Nokia, for example, they were slow to embrace the smartphone revolution and lost their dominance in the mobile phone industry. For example, you might be knowing that the company about Nokia, the Android or the Google has approached Nokia for introducing their own developed mobile software, which is called the Android, to install into the Nokia phones, which the company rejected. So they decided to give it the Samsung company, which they adapted this latest technology, Android, and they released new smartphones, which caused the failure of Nokia mobile company. So the second reason is lack of agility. These companies often become large and bureaucratic, making it difficult for them to respond quickly to market changes. This lack of agility hindered their ability to compete with more nimble and innovative competitors. By the time companies like Samsung, iPhone, Apple, etc., are making many changes and innovative technologies are being adapted, which the Nokia failed to do. That's why these companies become a failure. And the third reason for this failure is couldn't adapt to new technologies. Watches and ambassador cars became outdated because they couldn't adapt to a new technology. You might be knowing that nowadays it's the time of smartphone and smart watches. Many of the watch companies which were there are not existing nowadays. It's because they failed to adapt new technologies. HMT watches couldn't compete with digital watches, which are very common nowadays and which is essential for everyone for a day-to-day life, especially those people who are more concerned about their fitness and health. And the ambassador cars were not safe or clean enough for today's standards, so people stopped buying them. So these are some of the main reasons why companies like Nokia, HMT watches, and the ambassador car failed. So coming to our perspective or about our profession, it was predicted by many top companies. These are some of the world's famous analyst companies: Goldman Sachs, McKinsey and Company, World Economic Forum. Goldman Sachs has already predicted that there will be 30 crore job losses in the near future. And McKinsey also predicted there will be 40 crore job losses. And World Economic Forum has already projected that 8.3 crore job loss will be there by the year 2027. So these are some of the news which have come in, which have in Forbes India Today and make it some of the news headlines about the job loss in the near future. So these all things make us to be more competitive in this field. Whatever the profession may be, we need to be in a competitive and fast-paced way, need to be adapting to the latest technologies. So what are the importance of adopting latest technologies? Number one, to stay competitive. Your competitors are already using the latest technologies, so embracing them can help you to stay competitive in the market. Number two, enhance efficiency. Latest technologies streamline your work process, making it more efficient and helping you provide the best service to your patients. And number three, better patient care. New technologies also help enhance patient experience with better communication and access to medical information. And number four, boost visibility. Using innovative technologies helps boost your visibility on social media and search engines, making it easier for patients to discover your services. Nowadays, a tea maker is riding a Lamborghini, which most of the middlemen or the white collar job professionals are not able to make. That's the power of the social media. We can utilize it for boosting our visibility so that we can extend our practice to a larger area. So how social media changed the game for healthcare? Now we are discussing about the application of the social media in healthcare. The power of connection. Social media platforms provide a unique opportunity for healthcare professionals to connect with potential patients and raise awareness about homeopathy. Earlier times, it was only the service of a homeopath or any doctor is available only to the local community or a few community in the proximity of the doctor. But nowadays, the technology has developed, so social media has influenced, and we can extend our service to the whole world, that too within a click. Or it's possible to make the payments, to take the cases, consult, and even prescribe medicines. Or also we can courier the medicine to the patients who are living in any corner of the world. So that much easy and practical is nowadays to extend our practice globally. And number two, the rise of healthcare apps. There are a lot of healthcare applications available in the app store and also in the marketplace where we can utilize it to provide the service to the patients. Healthcare apps are transforming the way patient access medical services, and homeopaths can take advantage of this trend to reach new patients. Telemedicine is the latest trend, which most of the companies, even the major hospitals, are adopting this technology to connect with their patients so that the patient can avoid visiting the hospital or the doctors, and they can consult at the comfort of their home without traveling much. And also the revolution of AI, this AI powered platforms are making it easier for homeopaths to connect with the patients by providing personalized health advice and tailored treatment plans. As we all know, homeopathy believes in individualization, and also most of the medicines which we prescribe to the patients, even the medicinal management, general management, we manage a patient holistically. So everyone need a customized or a personalized treatment plan. With the help of AI, we can easily create. For example, if a patient comes to you with diabetes mellitus, and you need to give a diet which is specific for that patient, and for diabetes mellitus, managing the patient's diabetes mellitus and any other health conditions, we can easily create a customized diet plan for the patients and give it for them. It is that much easy. Earlier, it was not that much easy, as we need a dietitian or a service of a nutritionist to make a customized diet plan for a patient who is suffering from diabetes mellitus. But now, with the help of these latest technologies and many softwares like ChatGPT, Cloud AI, we can easily make a customized diet plan and give to the patients. And the advantage of telemedicine, which I have already discussed earlier, that telemedicine has become increasingly popular, giving patients access to homeopaths from anywhere in the world, anytime. Earlier, if you want to consult a doctor, the patient need to take prior appointment, and they should be traveling to the hospital, so they need a lot of time. So everything is now in your fingertip. You can take the appointment of a doctor within a fraction of seconds, and you can consult the doctor in the comfort of your home. So the application of AI and latest technologies in establishing clinics, now various tools and applications. So virtual clinic is trending now. You might be hearing that everything is in social media. Everyone are health coaches. Even a gym trainer is a health coaches nowadays. They are giving professional advice for managing many diseases, especially the lifestyle diseases. And also they are giving advices to the patients how to manage their obesity, their diabetes, their hypertension. So every common man or every layman is utilizing these technologies to establish their service or to provide the service to the common people through social media. So if we doctor are making any hesitation to adapt these technologies, the experience of HMT and Nokia will be there for us. So we have to utilize the technologies and adapt the technologies at the earliest. And about the virtual clinics, AI-powered virtual clinics make it easy for homeopaths to connect with patients and provide them access to healthcare services and information. Regarding the application of AI in your clinic, that will be discussed later. So coming to the electronic media records, with the help of these softwares, EMR softwares, which means electronic medical record softwares, it helped the homeopaths to keep track of patient records, set reminders, and help with billing. You need only either a registration number or the name of patient or the registered mobile number. All the previous medical data which you have already entered will be available at your fingertip. And with the help of that medical history, it is easy for the follow-ups or any consultation which for the patient come for later. And coming to the social media management, tools like Hootsuite and Buffer, these are some of the softwares which provide the social media management. These help homeopaths to manage their social media presence by scheduling posts in advance and monitoring the engagement. And some smartphone apps help the homeopaths to build a loyal patient base, providing the convenience to book appointments, access medical records, and order supplies, which we will be discussing in detail later. So, how many students are there here? We just need a number. Most of the delegates are doctors
Most
or
of them
students?
are students,
Oh,
sir.
so fine. So students can utilize this opportunity at the earliest, because most of the doctors who are already established with their clinics and all, there is they are showing some hesitancy in setting up an online consultation, because they are comfortable with their offline consultation itself. So my little advice to the students who are attending today's seminar is to set up an online consultation in your final year or in your house urgency period, your internship period. Because if you start now, it will the best time. The best time to start anything is right now, as we already know. So setting up an online clinic is very easy and it is very practical, and you can do in your own budget. Don't need a lot of money to setting up a clinic. So setting up online consultation on budget is achievable with some cost-effective strategies. Here are a step-by-step guide to help you get started. Number one, use free or low-cost platforms. Choose online meetings platforms that offer free or affordable plans, such as Zoom or Google Meet. I personally use Zoom because it's more professional and the patient is more comfortable using Zoom or Google Meet instead of using WhatsApp video call and all. These are some of the professional tools which we can use for online consultation. These help us to take the preliminary data collection, the case taking, etc. So utilize these free. There are a lot of software which provide free trial periods. Premium platforms like Practo, Doxy, K-Health. These are some of the platforms which help us to establish an online consultation, which we can put a clinic of our own in our own name. And these third-party service providers will be charging a commission from you. And you can share the consultation fee you collect from your patient to these software companies for utilizing their facilities. Then leveraging the existing tools. WhatsApp Business is one of the best tool which we can use to establish our online consultation. Once a patient has contacted you for an online consultation, we can utilize the WhatsApp Business to communicate with the client or the patient, collect the payment, and even you can schedule the appointment using WhatsApp Business and also the follow-ups. And many other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram also offer live streaming options for consultation. So my personal opinion is you can use WhatsApp Business, and after getting the confirmation of the appointment, you can use Zoom or Google Meet for online consultation. And creating a basic website is a must for setting up an online consultation, because establishing a simple website using website builders like WordPress, Wix, or Squarespace. These are some of the service providers. You can note the name of these software companies, which you can use later. And many of these platforms offer free plans with basic features. These also include a booking or a contact form on your website for client to request consultation. You can add some widgets or some templates which you can use to make appointment with the patients. Or if they visit your website, it will be easy for them to make an appointment for the consultation. And after the appointment, it will be automatically redirected to payment platforms like RuPay or any UPI applications you can use. You can connect your website with the payment gateway, and the patient will be directly paying you before even starting the consultation. That's the power of the online consultation. So you can utilize all these free softwares and cheap and affordable softwares in the beginning stage to set up an online consultation. So the next step in establishing an online consultation is the delivery partner, finding a delivery partner. Because once you consulted a patient, you need to courier the medicines to the patients, as most of the homeopathic medicines are not easily available in many parts of India. So instead of asking them to collect or buy from the local homeopathic pharmacies, you can send it by yourself from your clinic or from your pharmacy. You can approach any local courier agent or India Post. Even India Post is now sending medicines, which you have to label it separately. And other include delivery, ship rocket. These are some of the leading courier companies in India right now. Ship rocket is a website and also mobile application is available, which you can utilize to send your medicines to the patients all over India at the comfort of sitting at your own clinic, because the ship rocket has the facility that they will collect the medicines from your doorstep and it will deliver to the doorstep of your patient. That much easy and practical it is now to send the medicines. Now coming to the networking and referrals. So once you set up an online clinic, you need to advertise or you need to make the marketing so that others can know about your practice and your online clinic. So you need a lot of marketing and referrals, like leverage your existing network to find clients through referrals and words of mouth, and also join relevant online communities or forums to connect with the potential clients. And you can leverage social media for marketing yourself and your clinic, so that the patient can easily get an idea about your consultation or your service which you are providing in online platforms. And you can also do DIY marketing, which means do it yourself marketing. These are type of marketing which you are doing by yourself instead of approaching or getting the service from any third party companies or any third party. You can create your own marketing materials such as flyers and social media graphics using free design tools like Canva and Trello. Canva is the best software for making posters, flyers, short form videos, and even advertisement of your clinic and all. It's a very best software which everybody can utilize. The free version is available freely in the App Store and also in the Android Google Play, and the premium version is somewhat around 999 per month or something like that. Even the free version has almost every features which we need for marketing purposes. So, and use free social media platforms to make your online concession services. For example, Instagram, Facebook. We can do an ad campaign by using the facilities of Meta ads or Google ads, so that our local community and also the community which is far away from us can easily understand about the services which we are providing, and also create engaging posters and share informative content to attract potential clients. So in social media, it's all about branding. For example, as I have mentioned earlier, that a chaiwala is traveling in a Lamborghini. It's all because of the power of social media, because he created a lot of contents or the engaging contents which became viral, and he became famous all over the world. So if we make such posters or content creations and share informative contents to attract potential clients, the clients will come to us. That's the power of social media. Instead of sitting in your own clinic or doing mouth to mouth publicity and all, if we make some informative and engaging contents, the patients or the clients will be seeing it through the social media and will contact you, and you can make them a lead and make a potential customer from these leads. So effective ways to promote homeopathy and social media. We are discussing about various strategies we can use to promote homeopathy and social media. As I already mentioned, we need to make a social media strategy. First, create a comprehensive social media strategy that outlines your goals, audience, and platform. Here, your goal should be very specific and you should have a targeted audience. For example, if you are specializing in pediatrics, you need to have an audience, those or the parents, those who are interested to consulting you for any pediatric consults, or you, if you are specialized in lifestyle disease, you need to have a particular strategy which we can use to attract potential clients or potential patients who are already suffering or already having these lifestyle diseases. So your goal should be specific, and also the audience should be, there should be a target audience. And you can use the platforms which we have already mentioned, like Instagram, Facebook, any social media platforms, even YouTube you can use. And your strategy should be in line with your overall business goals. And number two is developing engaging contents. Your content should be engaging and informative, providing values to your audience. You can use infographics, videos, and images to make it more visually appealing. Nowadays, knowledge is not that much important because it's available freely in one click. You can ask ChatGPT or Google for any kind of knowledge you want. But if we make that knowledge to the person who are seeking that particular knowledge, you can utilize or you can make a potential client from that. So we should be using many tools or many AI softwares for making these engaging contents. Number three, partner with influencers. So partnering with influencers to reach a broader audience. Choose influencers who have following with your target audience. Nowadays, it's a very common practice to partner with the influencers. Many high brands are endorsing or approaching influencers for partnership, paid partnership with the influencers for promoting their services or their products. So we can utilize this also by partnering with local influencers to promote our service or to make an advertisement of our service to the social media platforms. Now, coming to the tips for creating engaging content and building a community. So we need to have a proper plan and a strategy. For that, we need to create a content calendar where planning is very crucial. A content calendar can help you maintain consistency in your post and ensure you don't miss the important events. For example, if it's a World Hypertension Day, you should make a content about the hypertension. What are the causes of hypertension? What are the things we should avoid to prevent hypertension? And what are the management of hypertension, etc. Likewise, we can use any special day related to health for making the contents. And also, we should be posting it regularly. It's often said that when it comes to social media, consistency is the key. If you want your audience to engage with your brand, you need to be active on social media and post regularly. So consistency is a must for growing in social media. If we make a post or if we post a content today and we are posting the second content a few months later, you won't grow. So it needs consistency. You need to post at least 1 or 2 posts per day. And if you make it in a consistent manner, the growth of social media is very explosive. And we should offer some freebies. Offering free resources like ebooks, guides, consultations help to increase your brand reach, and it's an excellent way to build your mail list. For example, I recently made a post about a diet plan which I provided for free, and with that single post I gained almost 2000 followers in my Instagram. I simply provided a diet plan for weight loss. It is a calorie deficit diet plan, which with the target audience is health, fitness enthusiasts, or those who are seeking for a way to lose their weight. I simply provided a free diet plan, and with that single post, I gained around 2000 followers in my Instagram. So if we provide some freebies, any resources you can provide, we can increase our brand's reach. And number three is use engaging visuals. Images and videos help to grab the attention of your audience. While creating any social media content, we need to have some visuals or images which are relatable with the target audience. For example, if you are creating a post of PCOS, we need to have some images or videos which a person can easily relate with her if she is a PCOD patient. So such engaging and relatable visual media we should use in our contents. And the next thing is creating a community. By doing this, we are creating a community by engaging with your followers and responding to their questions and comments. Usually, we will get a lot of questions and queries regarding their disease or their health conditions. So, slowly, we are building a community outside our clinic or outside our locality. If you have 25,000 followers or 50,000 followers, you are visible to these 50,000 followers. So any of them can approach you, ask you questions, ask you queries regarding their health conditions or any kind of questions about the health and the disease they are going through. We are slowly building a community which we can utilize to develop a brand and market our service and our consultation, and partner with other homeopaths. Usually, there are a lot of platforms which we can use to partner with other homeopaths, and we collaborate many programs, many podcasts, or any things which we can offer to the whole world. So partnering with other homeopaths help to reach a broader audience and share knowledge with others in your interest. So coming to the types of social medias which we can use to leverage our clinical practice. There are a lot of social media platforms which are freely available, but we are not utilizing its full potential. These are some of the free platforms which we can use: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, now it's called X, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and also some healthcare specific platforms like Doximity or Sermo. These are all designed specifically for healthcare professionals. These are some of the social medias of healthcare professionals which we can use for marketing our practice. And coming to the 6 types of social media posts, we usually post in 6 different types. Number 1 is image post. These are visual contents which is highly engaging and shareable. We can use it high quality images, graphics, or photos that relate to your product, brand, or services. Number 2, video post. Videos capture attention and convey information effectively. Share tutorials, product demos, behind the scenes glimpses, or customer testimonials through video. And number 3, link shares. Share valuable articles, blog posts, videos, or external resources that are relevant to your audience interest or needs. And number 4, user generated contents, which is called UGC, which is very trending now. Nowadays, people, instead of spending a lot of money or a lot of their revenue to advertising, they are selecting their own clients or their own patients as they are using their testimonials as their marketing products. So showcase content created by your audience, such as customer reviews, testimonials, or photos featuring your products or services. It builds trust and authenticity. Sorry. So number five, it's educational or instructional posts. These provides informative content, tips, how to gates, or quick tutorials that offer value and expertise in your niche or your industry. And number six, interactive challenges. Create challenges, trends, or quizzes that encourage user participation and engagement. Use specific hashtags to track response and interactions. These post types can form the foundation of your social media content strategy, helping you engage with your audience and achieve your goals effectively. For example, if putting a story asking or seeking an opinion or making a poll post in your Instagram story is a type of social media post which we can use. These are very interactive and engaging, and which help us to get an insight about our service products. And also at the same time, we can advertise our service to the customers. So these are some of the important types of social media posts which we should use for promoting our service in social media platforms. Coming to an important aspect while doing these online activities, especially if it's related with health and healthcare, we should be very vigilant or very cautious about doing this, because when using social media as a doctor, it's essential to adhere to the patient confidentiality and privacy regulations, maintain professionalism, and provide accurate and reliable information. Additionally, consider the specific interest and demographics of your target audience to choose the most suitable social media platforms for your clinic's goals. If a client or a patient come to your clinic and make a testimonial about the treatment and it was very effective, instead of recording it and posting directly to your social media accounts, you should take the consent of the patient or the client before posting these videos, because it's their privacy and it's their confidentiality. We should keep that, or we should keep the privacy of our clients. And instead of making any bogus claims or any unwanted claims, we should be very cautious while doing such claims, because there are a lot of diseases which we can't cure, or it should be follow certain protocols while treating it. Instead of making such bogus claims, we should be very cautious. So, and also some ethical guidelines should be followed while posting client testimonials. And coming to the content creation part, there are 5 simplified steps for content creation. Number 1 is define your purpose and audience, which we have already described about this. Identify why you are creating content and who your target audience. You should have a thorough idea about who are your target audience or why you are creating the contents. And number 2, plan and research. Research topics and create a content plan or calendar. Before posting anything, you should be well aware of the subject, or you should have the thorough knowledge about the subject. And number 3, create high quality content. Write, record, or design your content with quality and accuracy. We are all professionals, well educated, and subject experts. So before making any video or any content, you should be aware that the content should be authentic and genuine and scientifically proved. Instead of making any false for instead of giving any false information about anything, you should be well aware of the authenticity and genuinity of the contents. And number 4, promote your content. Share your content on relevant platforms and engage with your audience. So the 5th step is measure and improve. There are a lot of modules in various social media platforms like Instagram and YouTube, where you will be getting the insights of the post which you have posted, how many reach it had, how many uh, users has interacted with that post, how many comments, how many likes, how many shares, how many saves. Every analytics will be available within a few hours after posting the social media content. So use that analytics to track the performance, and if any adjustment is needed or any change in strategy is needed, you can do it accordingly. So that's all about the social media, its importance, and also the steps to make the social media post. Now we are dealing with the tools for content creations. As technology advances, we are getting a lot of tools freely, and some are paid also, which we can utilize for content creations. In earlier days, it was very difficult to create a content because only a professional or only those person who have the necessary skill to create the contents, like editing a image or editing a video, was a Herculean task for a common people or some peoples like us, because we are not that much into technology. So nowadays it's very easy, very convenient, and very affordable to create the content and post it regularly in social media. There are various tools, apps, and AI powered platforms that can help you create engaging social media posts. These tools often come with features like templates, image editing, scheduling, and even analytics. For example, if you want to make a poster for your clinic for advertisement or any kind of posters, you can use platforms like Canva, which is freely available, and a lot of templates which are also freely available in Canva platform. You just simply need to copy the contents and change the logo and address of your clinic. That's only needed. That much templates and are freely available in platforms like Canva, and you can use these for video editing, for example, CapCut, or in short, Filmora Go, that I will discuss later, for creating contents and schedule your social media posts. And now coming to the some of the tools which I'm going to introduce, or which most of them are already familiar with you. And these are the tools which I'm using for my content creation. For text creation, if you need to make some scripts or any contents you need, you can use ChatGPT, which is freely available. The 3.5 version of ChatGPT is free. And if you want to get some premium features, you can upgrade to ChatGPT version 4, which have a paid subscription plan. And also you can use Bing, which is released by Microsoft. This Bing is also freely available, and you can utilize these platforms to create a script for your social media post. For example, if you are creating a short form video about the complications of diabetes, you simply give the prompt to ChatGPT or Bing to create a short form content, a short form video script about the complications of diabetes mellitus. It will give it in your language. If you need to make it in Hindi, simply you give the prompt in Hindi or ask the ChatGPT to create the script in Hindi. वो हिंदी में आपको बना के देंगे. उतना easy and simple. And you can also use medisearch.io. It is very useful while creating contents, because this medisearch.io is a collection of many peer-reviewed journal studies, research papers, etc. So these are all scientifically verified, proved, and also almost all of the articles published in MediSearch is either published in any peer-reviewed journal or research papers, which you can use for creating scripts or creating the content for your social media posts. And script.ai, it is a website that is also freely available. You don't need to sign up, or you don't need any credit card or any setup. You simply go and type what you all need to create a social media post. The next, postgenius.com. It is also a freely available website which you can use to create short form contents for your Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, or you can make a blog post using these 5 text creation tools. These are freely available and very affordable. If you need the premium features, you need to upgrade to the premium plan. Otherwise, most of the features are freely available, which we need. And coming to image editing tools. While after creating the text or the scripts, we need to have some engaging visuals, which we need to post along with the script or along with the videos which we are creating. So for such purpose, we can utilize softwares like Canva and Adobe Express. These are also freely available in App Store, and also website also available there, which we can use to create any kind of social media post. For example, if you are making an infographics about the foods which you should avoid if you have PCOS, you simply create a text or the script using the software mentioned above, like ChatGPT or Bing. This will give an output which are the foods which you should avoid. You can simply copy the text from the ChatGPT or Bing and copy to Canva or Adobe Express, which you can use both of them. And it will help you to create an engaging and relatable post using visual medias like videos and images. And coming to the video editing tools, InShot is a popular video editing application which is available freely. And also you can use CapCut and also VN editor, InShot. I will name a few. If you want, I will give it in the chat box. VN editor, CapCut, Morago. Hope you received the name of the softwares which we can use to edit the videos, because a few editing softwares like CapCut is not available in India. Using VPN and all, you can use it. So after creating engaging visuals, you can use some image by your own. You can create images by your own. Even it is available freely in WhatsApp in Meta AI, where you can use the software to create an image of your own without any technical knowledge. You can simply give the prompt to create an image. It will create the image within few seconds. So for that, you can use Microsoft Bing or Lexica.ai, which is also freely available. And you can utilize the Meta AI, which is already inbuilt in WhatsApp Business and also in WhatsApp messaging software. So next come to the video creation part, where we need, after creating video of our own or in our own voice or in our own video, these are some of the tools which we can utilize for creating videos with simple prompts like in video or Pictory. You need to give only a prompt where you need to create a video about the side effects of face whitening creams or what are the complications of hypertension. You simply give the prompt to create a video. The video will be instantly generated without any delay or without any prior knowledge you should have. You simply have that topic in your head and you simply give the prompt to create the video. The visuals, the sound, the voiceover, the editing, everything will be done by these softwares. Some of the freely available softwares are InVideo and Pictory. These also have premium versions, which if you want, you can upgrade later. So these are AI video creation tools which you can use to create. So there will be some person who are hesitant to make a video showing their face or using their own voice. For such persons, it is now available for them to use these softwares. So they don't need to show their face or use their voice in their videos or use in their social media posters. So coming to AI audio creation tools. These are some of the freely available audio creation tools which you can use to create audio voiceovers. If you are making a video and you are not comfortable using your own voice, you can use a third-party AI generated voices. Use these applications like 11 Labs, Narakit. These have a lot of voices, both male, female voice with the different kinds of accents, American, British, Indian, any kind of accents or any kind of languages like Hindi, Malayalam, Telugu, any kind of languages available in these softwares. So now coming to the last part, we have already discussed about social media content creation and the steps and also some of the software which we can utilize. Now we are moving to enhancing homeopathic clinical practice with ChatGPT. As I have already mentioned, that ChatGPT is a very trending software and its application is less known to doctors, especially homeopaths, because that much potential it have if we use it properly in our daily clinical practice. So let's come to some of the important points which we can use in our clinical practice. So most of you will be already using ChatGPT because that's very popular now. Even a fourth standard child know about the application of ChatGPT. So what is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is an advanced language model powered by artificial intelligence. It can understand and generate human-like text based on the input it receives. A language model is a type of artificial intelligence, that is AI, system or computer program that is trained to understand, generate, and manipulate human language. Language models are designed to process and work with the text in a way that is similar to how humans use languages. Earlier, it was Google which gave all the answers to our queries. But it was not human-like. It is simply a technical type which, if we give any question, it will mechanically give some answers. But this ChatGPT is responding in more or less human way, or it's like how we humans interact and human communicate. It's more of like a conversational type. So that's the advantage of ChatGPT when compared to Google or any other search engines. Chat, because it specializes in conversation, much like chatting with a friend. And GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, which is the underlying technology that powers ChatGPT. So GPT here means Generative Pre-trained Transformer. That's what ChatGPT means. So at its core, its ChatGPT is a computer program that has been trained on a vast amount of text from the internet and other sources, because it is actually a trained version of a software. Already we have given all the inputs needed to deal with a particular subject. This extensive training allows it to understand and generate human-like text responses. As I already told, it's like human-like responses. It can answer questions, provide explanations, create content, offer recommendations, and hold discussions on wide range of topics. So ChatGPT is basically a large language model which has already trained on a particular substance, which can give you or which can answer your questions and provide explanations on wide range of topics in an human way. So ChatGPT has the ability to assist with various tasks such as research, writing, problem solving, and general information retrieval. So here, the use of ChatGPT for scholars or any kind of students or even doctors, they can utilize it for doing a research or writing any article or any problem solving and or any general information retrieval. They can use it. It's often used for customer support, virtual assistance, content generation, and educational purposes. Users interact with ChatGPT by typing text-based messages or questions, and it responds in a conversational manner, making it a valuable tool for many applications that involve human-computer interaction. Earlier, we give only some inputs, but here we are giving some prompts. The language of these language models are called prompts. By giving these text-based messages or asking the questions, it responds in a conversational manner in a human-like behavior. So, how ChatGPT can enhance homeopathic clinical practice? As we already mentioned about its application in various fields like content creation, research, in many fields, but how we can utilize it in our homeopathic practice. So ChatGPT can be a valuable tool for homeopathic practitioners. It can assist in analyzing patient symptoms, suggesting remedies, and providing relevant information. Nowadays, we are manually analyzing the patients, manually repertorizing the patient, and manually suggesting remedies and making management and dealing and taking the follow-up or prognosis or diagnosis. Everything we are doing more or less in a manual way. Here, the application of ChatGPT, with its ability to process vast amount of data and generate insights, ChatGPT can contribute to improve the diagnosis and treatment plan. That too within a short span of time, even in seconds. So as a homeopath, we can utilize ChatGPT for the diagnosis, for the analysis, for repertorization and remedy selection, for investigation, for prognosis, and for the general management. So these are the main applications of ChatGPT in homeopathic practice. So may I ask you a question? How many of you are using ChatGPT in their clinical practice? If you are a student or if you are interns, how many of you are using it to ChatGPT for any of these purposes, for analysis or diagnosis? Please give me some inputs in your chat box. One is using. Okay, one has responded. Okay, good. I use ChatGPT, but never use for diagnosis. Okay. Doctor. Okay. Thank you, doctor. So basically, we can use this ChatGPT for any kind of clinical steps like diagnosis, analysis, repertorization, investigation. There are homeopathic specific ChatGPTs like Homeoexpert by Dr. Nampishan, which have almost all the drugs which is available in the homeopathic materia medica. So we can utilize it for remedy selection too. If we give the inputs as our symptoms, it will automatically give you the indicated remedy there in ChatGPT itself, which I will show you in the next slides. So as I told you that instead of giving a simple questions, we are prompting the chat GPT to give the desired results or desired. Sorry, let me check. Sorry for the sorry for the interruption. I think the internet got disconnected. I think now I'm audible, right, Lavanya?
Yes, sir. You are
Okay.
audible, sir.
Okay. Sorry for the interruption. So coming to the prompting session of the chat GPT, where we have already discussed about we should be giving some context which we need to get the answer. For example, prompting is like chatting with the computer or telling the computer what we want to do or talk about. So we type in a message like asking a question or saying something to get a response from it. So the importance of prompting is super important because it helps us to get the right answer and the information we need. If we ask a clear specific question, the computer can understand at us better and give a good answer. It's like talking to a friend. If you ask a clear question to get best answer. So by using good prompts, we can have better conversation with the smart computer and learn a lot of cool stuffs. So prompting is very important when dealing with these artificial intelligence software. And these are some of the important points which we should consider while prompting ChatGPT. As already mentioned, prompting is a process of giving the AI language model the instructions or the guidelines which we need to get information about a particular subject. So number one is context. So here providing context in your prompt helps ChatGPT understand your request and generate more relevant responses. Simply giving a question or simply asking a question won't give you more accurate answer. If we give the context along with the question, it will give the most accurate answers. So specify the task. We should clearly define the task or purpose of your query to guide ChatGPT in providing the desired information or assistance. Number three is choosing the right format. Use an appropriate format for your prompt, whether it's a question, instruction, or request to convey your intent effectively. And number four is task-oriented keywords. Include task-oriented keywords in your prompt to direct ChatGPT's focus towards the specific topic or action you need. Sometimes we use softwares like ChatGPT to create images. So we should be giving the clear instructions or the task oriented keywords. For example, create an image. That is a task oriented keyword. Instead of asking or instead of simply inputting the questions, we are giving clear instructions to create an image. So the ChatGPT will easily understand our context, the task, and the format which we are seeking. And number 5 is keep improving, because in the beginning phase, it is not an easy task to get the desired result or the correct answer. So by improving or doing it again and again, learn and adapt by trying different prompts and approaches to get better result with the ChatGPT over time. By using it more frequently, we will get used to it, and we will get improved, and we will get the improved result and answers from ChatGPT. So these are the 5 key points. This is very important while using any AI language models to get the desired results. Number 1, context. Number 2, specify the task. Number 3, choose the right format. Number 4, the task-oriented keywords. And number 5, keep improving. Now coming to some of the important prompts which we can use in our clinical practice. Prompts for different aspects of homeopathic practice. Number 1, case analysis. So this is an example, or this is a sample prompt for a case analysis. We are giving the context, as we already mentioned in the earlier slide, that we should give the context. You should specify the task, and you should choose the right format, and you should have the task-oriented keywords for giving the prompt, before giving the prompt. So here we are analyzing a case. So the context here is case analysis. So we are giving the prompt like this: as a homeopathic practitioner with 20 years of experience. You can modify it in your own language, or according to your experience, or according to your context, that you are a homeopathic practitioner of 20 years of experience. Help me analyze a case of a patient presenting with symptoms of chronic fatigue, irritability, and oversensitivity to noise. Provide guidance how to approach this case. So we are asking the ChatGPT to give a guidance to approach this case by giving some of the symptoms or some of the presenting symptoms, and making ChatGPT understand that I am a homeopathic practitioner, so I need the result as if said to a homeopathic doctor. If we simply give the symptoms, it will give a vague answer, or an answer which will give to the common public. So we are using it as a homeopathic doctor. So the context is very important. While prompting, we should add the context so that the desired answer, or the answer specific to a homeopathic doctor, will be given by the ChatGPT. So you can use this prompt to analyze a case. Now, if you want to repertorize a case, guide me. The prompt is like this: guide me through the repertorization process for a patient experiencing recurrent migraines aggravated by bright light with nausea and vomiting. How can you use a repertory to narrow down the remedies? If you give the prompt like this, it will give some of the rubrics or some of the symptoms which we can use to repertorize the case using ChatGPT. Again, we will discuss in the repertorization part. So it is very easy for everyone to use it. You need to have only this in mind, that you need to have a correct or clear-cut context, and also the prompting should be correct. If the prompting is correct, the ChatGPT will give you the most accurate and the clear-cut answer for every queries you made regarding homeopathy or any kind of process like remedy selection, repertorization, or case analysis. So the third part is remedy selection. Here we are giving the prompt like this: suggest a homeopathic remedy for a patient with symptoms of insomnia, anxiety, and a tendency to dwell on past, on disappointments. Please consider constitutional aspects and key characteristics. Here we are giving the symptoms, adding some mental symptoms too, to get a correct constitutional remedy for the patient. If we give the prompt in this manner, it will definitely give 1 or 2 or maximum 3 medicines which are most indicated in these kind of cases, or to the patient with these presenting complaints. These are some of the examples which I made it for demonstration purpose only. You can modify it according to the symptoms or any kind of need you have. So case analysis, repertorization, remedy selection, and coming to the next part, it's about prognosis. So discuss the factors to consider when evaluating the prognosis of a chronic disease condition in patient. How can I assess the potential for improvement and recurrence in such cases? So if you have the laboratory investigations with you and also the patient with the presenting complaints, you can simply use these inputs to give a prompt to the ChatGPT, which will easily give you to make a correct prognosis about the presenting complaint or about the patient or the condition he or she have. So the fifth one is clinical investigations. Explain how to conduct a clinical investigation in homeopathic practice when researching a specific remedy in materia medica, or what sources and methodologies can be used for gather investigation. Also, it can be used for the clinical. For example, if a patient presenting with nausea and vomiting and had a history of taking food from outside and having yellow urine, and you suspect any kind of hepatitis or jaundice, you simply ask or give these prompts to the ChatGPT. It will definitely give the what all investigation is needed to make a diagnosis. So I just made an example of hepatitis. You can use any kind of symptoms to, for example, if some patients have very rare or very uncommon kind of symptoms and you don't have any idea what might be the patient having, you simply give the input as the prompt, um, narrating the symptoms of the patient. It will give some of the clinical investigation which you should do to confirm the diagnosis or to get the correct diagnosis of the patient. So it is these are the prompts for different aspects of homeopathic practice. So let's take an example. You are a homeopathic doctor with 20 years of experience. Reprise a case of eczema in a patient with symptoms like itching, worse at night, and relief from cold applications, including how to convert symptoms into rubrics, assign marks, and identify potential remedies. You can take a screenshot of this prompt, which you can use later. And you are a homeopathic doctor with 20 years of experience. What is the differential diagnosis? If we want to make some differential diagnosis, we can use this prompt. As I told you, that prompting is very important while dealing with any AI softwares. So if we are using it for homeopathic clinical practice or homeopathic use, you should have these parts in your prompts while prompting the softwares. So the other one is, what are the investigation to be done to arrive a final diagnosis? What are the rubrics for the above case? And what are the medicine under each rubric in Kent's repertoire? If you are using Kent's repertoire, you can add that. Or if you are using complete dynamics, or if you are using Boric repertoire, any kind of repertoires you are making it as a reference, you can add it in the prompt, and it will give the result as your queries or according to your rubrics or your repertoire which you have selected. So this is an example of a case where you have all the rubrics, repertorization, investigation, and also the medicines or the indicated remedies in that particular case. So this is about the prompting, or this is the prompt which we should give while analyzing a case or giving the instruction to the ChatGPT for analysis of the case. Now, this is another example. Help me to select a remedy for the above case with its symptom totality. Suggest some home workouts for the case of knee joint pain. For example, if a patient came to you with the symptoms of knee joint pain, and you, with your clinical knowledge or using these latest technologies, you have already diagnosed it as a case of osteoarthritis or OA knee joint, and you need to advise the patient some exercises which she can do, and she is telling that she can't do any exercises while standing, so you need to provide some exercises which she can do while sitting. So just give the prompt that such and such case need to have or need a exercise plan. If you give the prompt, the ChatGPT will give in return a detailed plan, exercise plan, how to do, when to do, number of repetitions, like any kind of details you need or the patient need. And if you need a diet for a patient, for a diabetic patient, you just give the prompt like this: suggest a diet for a patient in Kerala who is a diabetic for past 5 years with HbA1c 9.6. If we give the laboratory investigations values, it will be more accurate, so that the ChatGPT will give a diet which is suitable for the patient with diabetes. And another example is suggest a diet for a patient in Kerala or anywhere. You can modify it in your own convenience. Who want to lose weight, currently weighing 93 kg and have hypertension and hypercholesterolemia and uric acid levels of 7. If we give these specific prompts, because the patient is already obese and he have hypertension, hypercholesterolemia and uric acid. So to lose weight, all these should be taken into consideration: the hypertension, the hypercholesterolemia, the uric acid. So according to the present condition of the patient, the ChatGPT will suggest a diet which is suitable for the patient with such and such underlying diseases or underlying conditions. So these are some of the examples of prompts which we can use to get the desired results while using ChatGPT. And as we moving to the final part of today's presentation, it's about the challenges and misconceptions. Number one challenge is handling negative feedbacks. As we start posting in social media or any platforms, we will get a lot of feedbacks, either positive or negative. So dealing with negative feedback is very important. When handling with negative feedback, always respond calmly and professionally. Use it as an opportunity to improve your service and show your commitment to your patients. If you are getting any criticism, use it in a constructive way to improve your contents. Instead of making any aggressive or vulgar comments in return, you should be very cautious and you should be responded in calmly and in a professional way. Number two, dispelling misconceptions. Educate your audience about the benefits of homeopathy and dispel any misconceptions or myths about the field by presenting scientific evidence that support your practice. Usually, there is a lot of criticism and challenges we are facing today as being a homeopath or as a homeopath, as most of the medias will give very negative news about homeopathy and its usage, its applications. Recently, we came to know from the news and all that a lot of doctors from other fraternity is challenging us in many ways. So such misconception and myths should be cleared, and we should educate our audience about the benefits of homeopathy. And if they ask any questions about the myths or any misconception about homeopathy they had, it's our responsibility to deal it with professionally and give them the clear and correct answers and clear the doubts. So overcoming telemedicine challenges. Telemedicine comes with its own set of challenges. Educate yourself on legal and regulatory considerations. Choose the right telemedicine software, etc. As we already mentioned that telemedicine have some challenges too that we need to address and make necessary adjustment to deal with the challenges. So that's all about today's session. Now let's conclude. We hope this has been informative and helpful in understanding the benefits of early adoption of latest technologies, using social media to promote homeopathy, setting up an online clinic, social media marketing, tools for content creation, and application of ChatGPT in daily practice. If you have any questions or any queries, you can ask. You need any kind of software or any kind of technological help, if I know, I will be ready to assist you. And let's conclude this session by giving a simple story about this cute person. His name is Alex. He's the son of Courtney from New Jersey, USA. It's an answer for the question which I have mentioned here. Will I lose my job in future due to AI or artificial intelligence? So this kid, around 6 years of age, he was having some kind of disorders like retarded growth, problem in gait, speech. So the mother of Alex have consulted almost 13 doctors within a span of 2 years, and none of them gave the proper diagnosis. So Alex's mother tried ChatGPT after giving the necessary information along with the MRI reports. Alex's mother gave ChatGPT the prompt and also the necessary information she need to know about the disease of this kid. Now doctors could find what the real cause of the disease or what is the real disease. So Alex's mother gave all the necessary data and ChatGPT within a within few seconds gave the answer that the child is suffering from tethered cord syndrome. It's a kind of congenital syndrome where the spinal cord have some tethered or some tethering of the spinal cord. It's somewhat as a disease condition similar to that of spina bifida. So the mother came to know that her son is having these kind of very rare condition. So she consulted a neurosurgeon, and after making necessary after giving all the inputs and all the details which she got from ChatGPT, she consulted the doctor, and the doctor finally came to the diagnosis that the child is suffering from tethered cord syndrome. So it took around 2 years, and that too that she consulted 13 doctors within 2 years, but none of them could identify what is the real disease or what is the cause of the symptoms which Alex is exhibiting. So it, within a few seconds, ChatGPT could identify it. So this is the answer for the question: will I lose my job in future due to AI? Definitely, you will lose job, but you will be replaced, but only by a person who knows how to manage artificial intelligence. So that is a little spark of thought which I would like to give you today. So all the necessary things which need to know and all the importance of adapting latest technologies, that much important and that much is relevant in nowadays. So let's conclude the session here. I hope you utilize this opportunity to understand the adoption of technology and application of ChatGPT in your clinical practice. If you have any queries, you can ask now. Lavanya, Dr. Lavanya.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for the overwhelming session, sir. It was quite informative. We have a questions from the participants, sir. Respected participants, the session is open for question and answer. So kindly check it out in the chat box for your questions.
Sure.
So, sir, there are lots of questions from the participants, sir. Actually, the first question is, sir, can you show us an example how we can use Chat GPT for remedy selection?
Sure. Is it possible to share the website?
Yes, sir. Just swap the current screen, sir, so that we can see the what are the screen you want to share, sir.
Is it visible which I am browsing right now?
No, sir. No, sir. Actually, we have to swap, I think, sir, to the respected screen by.
Okay. So I need to stop this and I need to reconnect the website, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, let me try.
Yes, sir. Now it is visible, sir.
Okay, okay. As we already mentioned an example regarding the application of ChatGPT in analyzing the case, you need to give the prompt, which I already given in the slide. You are a homeopathic doctor with 20 years of experience. Repertorize a case of eczema in a patient with symptoms like itching. All the symptoms which you need to analyze should be given. And what this is the context, right? So we need to make a query. We need to get the remedies the students ask, right? Indicated remedies, right? Identify potential remedies. So the ChatGPT give will everything in detail regarding the repertorize the symptoms. I hope it's visible, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. And it will make it in these steps, repertorize the symptoms and assign marks to each symptoms and repertorization process and identify potential remedies. So these are some of the potential remedies which we can use in these patients like sulfur, graphitis, rust ox, arsenicum, calcarea, and the final remedy selection. Even it will suggest the final remedy. For example, the remedy selection is based on the totality of symptoms. If the main feature is severe nocturnal itching that relieves with the cold, sulfur, and graphitis stand out as the most probable remedies. However, if the skin is dry, rough, and cracked, graphitis might be the best choice. So it will give some of the clues or some of the hints which we need to ask the patients and confirm which remedy is most suitable in this case, and also which if we have the particular modalities or any kind of concomitant symptoms, if we add along with the symptoms or the prompt, it will give the most accurate remedy. Here this is the key rubrics taken and assigned marks for each rubrics, and also the potential remedies, the list of the potential remedies here. I hope that cleared your query, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir.
Okay, now what's the
Uh,
next question?
sir, the next question is, how do we get benefits prognostically in long run? This is the question, sir.
Okay, for prognosis part, which we are giving certain disease symptoms and all the things to the chat GPT. If you have a common set of symptoms, if a patient is diagnosed with cancer, and we don't know about what are the complications or what will be the after effect of taking certain medications or certain type of treatments, or any kind of prognosis which we can use. For example, if we give the input in here itself, what will be the prognosis of this case, as we have taken a case of eczema here, we simply give the prompt that what will be the prognosis. This just for your information, you can add all the necessary details here. The prognosis for patient with eczema particularly, these are the outcome which we should expect. Prognosis means the outcome of the disease. If we give the cancer or any kind of disease with the narrating all the necessary details and symptoms in detail, it will give the prognosis. So we can use it for our prognostic purposes. When it will give some of the suggestions for the modification of lifestyle and environmental factors, everything like prognosis based on symptoms, potential complications, like if eczema is left untreated, it will even give that the skin can result in skin itching, infections, and scarring. Hope that cleared your query. And the next question is, as it is health matters, conclusion of total peak of ultimate gain to relief. So the difference of man elucidation and machine helps. Actually, the as I told you that these technology is for the ease and convenience of the humankind, because if we doctors adopt these technologies, it will definitely in the end beneficial to the humankind, so that we can provide much better service to the patients, and the time will be less, and also the cost will be less, so that ultimate the result and the benefit will be for the humankind itself. So instead of hesitating to adopt to the new technologies, we should be the first one to adopt these technologies. Recently, I visited China, and I had the opportunity to visit an hospital there named Agent Hospital. It is near to Beijing, where a hospital is set up with almost in Tsinghua University, TZINGHU, Tsinghua University. The hospital is set up with AI agents. The patients are AI agents there, with the doctors and nurses. Almost 13 doctors and nurses are there, along with the agent patients. All of the patients are having a lot of data or a lot of disease symptoms, and they are training it to make it a full-fledged hospital within a few months. Hopefully it will be fully operational by beginning of the 2025. So that much technology is advancing, so that all the patient and all the doctors and all the uh, staff is AI agents or AI robots. If after the inauguration, the patients will be agent patients, or the duplicate patients will be replaced by the real patients, and the robotic doctors and the nurses will give service to the real patients there. They are now in a training mode, giving necessary information and data and training. As we already mentioned in GPT, it's about pre-training, training these AI agents to deal with the patient. So hopefully it will get fully operational by the beginning of 2025. And the next question is, sir, you asked to set up online consultation, but I don't feel too confident about that right now, and also feel scared if my knowledge is not enough and I fail in satisfying patients. You don't have any kind of fear or any kind of hesitation to begin an online consultation, because the opportunity is vast there, and you will study everything detailed. For example, if a patient come to you directly in your offline clinic, and if she have some sort of disease or some kind of symptoms which you are not aware of, or you don't have enough knowledge about that particular case, you need to refer and give proper advice or proper management of that case. Likewise, also, if we are getting an online case, in the first session, we will only take the case. And if we need any further reference or any further study or research about the disease, we will have enough time to get the information or get the data about the disease, and also how we can manage it and how we can prescribe the medicines. So that's not a problem at all. If you begin your online consultation, in the beginning phase, you will have some sort of inconveniences which will be nullified in the later stage. So you don't worry at all to set up an online clinic. You can start it by today itself in your internship or in your final year. Just begin a page of any kind of web, Instagram or Facebook page. Just start uploading some informative videos related to health, and gradually grow your page. And once you set up and once you get the registration from your concerned medical council, you can set up an online clinic and practice it accordingly. So don't worry at all to start an online consultation service. So I think I cleared all the queries. Someone has
Yes.
asked for synthesis repertory. As of now, I am using complete dynamics, and I think for to get the genuine or the original synthesis repertory, you need to consult the sales provider there. I think I cleared all the queries.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. Sir, I think one has asked the question, sir. Can we rely on ChatGPT for such critical homeopathy process?
Can we rely on charging for such critical that's what I am training this chat gpt is in a beginning stage, and it needs a lot of data. So we need to pre-train these kind of large language models to give the accurate results. So chat gpt is just a language model. In order to make these AI softwares homeopathy specific, you need to give a lot of inputs. There are a few softwares available in the market which we can add in ChatGPT, named Numbition Homeo Expert, which is a type of chat I will add here. Sorry, I need to sign up in this, which is not currently available. I will give a brief idea about a Homeo Expert by Dr. Numbition is a ChatGPT extension which you can add in your normal ChatGPT free version, which will give more clear and more accurate results, or more accurate answers for your queries regarding the homeopathy, the rubric selection, and also the medicine selections. So, if how much well we train the software, that much accuracy the answer have. So we need to pre-train these language models to give the most accurate answers. So we can definitely rely, as we are giving the most sophisticated, more detailed and accurate data. If we give, it will give the most accurate and correct answer to our queries and questions. I clear that question too.
Yes, sir. Uh, yes, sir. Actually, all the questions have been answered, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the wonderful session and enlightening us with the information. And over to you, Manali, for the further process.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
You are on. Yeah.
Okay. Good evening to all of you. First of all, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Ramzal sir for such an informative and interesting session. So thank you so much, sir. And now, guess what? I have got something to share with you all. Myself, Dr. Manali Srivastav, and I'm thrilled to inform that AHSA, All India Homeopathic Students and Youth Association, is going to conduct an extraordinary event. That is International Ayush Conference and Ayush Youth Festival 2025, scheduled on 12th January 2025 at Salt Lake, Kolkata, West Bengal. Many other activities like Global Youth Summit, Ayush Literacy Conclave, Arogya Fair, along with some exciting competitions like e-poster, article writing, and drawing, etc., will also be organized over there. So, for more details and registration, you can get link of the conference from our YouTube description box as well as our webinar chat box also. So don't miss out and mark your calendar now. Thank you so much for your kind listening. Over to you, Dr. Lavanya, ma'am.
Thank you, Manali. And thank you all. Thank you, sir, for the enlightening session. Thank you, participants, for the active participation. Thank you, our media partner, Homeo 360 Degrees. And coming back with the more sessions like this, we'll meet you tomorrow with a rocking section. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Lavanya and Dr. Manali. Thank you once again. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the AIHSYA for giving me the opportunity to deliver the presentation, and also all the participants and delegates who have attended today's session. Once again, thank you from the core of my heart. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Yeah. Thank you, sir.